Well, hello. Today we're going to do another review. I know it says test, but really we should just treat it like a review, okay? So I'll write review here. All right, number one, it says in the space at right, draw a pair of adjacent supplementary angles, angle 1 and angle 2, such the measure of the larger angle is 120. Well, you don't need a protractor for this. All you need to do is, they need to be, we're just going to label it as 120. They need to be supplementary, which means that together they form a 180-degree angle, which is a straight line, okay? And they're adjacent, which means they're connected. They're right next to each other. And the larger angle is 120. So this is angle 1. And this is angle 2 right there, okay? Number 2, it says, write the converse of this statement. If the measure of an angle is 180, then the angle is a straight angle. Well, the converse is when you switch the antecedent and the consequent around. So the converse would be if the angle is a straight angle, then the measure is 180, just switching the antecedent and the consequent around. Moving on to number 3, it says in the figure at right, segment RM is a diameter of circle T, and the measure of angle NTR is 106. NTR. So this is 106. I'm going to label that. It's always a good policy to label your picture. Find the measure of arc NR. NR goes from here to here. That's 106. It's the exact same measure as that central angle is. Find the measure of angle NTM. Since this is a diameter, it's 180 degrees. So simply take 180 minus 106 to get your answer of 74. Okay, so that's 74. Let's label that. And then it says find the measure of arc NRM. That would be this arc from here to here. Well, this is 180 from here to here. This is 106 from here to here. So if you take 180 plus 106, you get 286. All right. In 4 and 5, use the figure at right in which R is parallel to S. Suppose that the measure of angle 5 equals 33. Find the measure of angle 1. Since the lines are parallel, angle 1 will have the same measure as angle 5 because they are corresponding angles. So the answer is 33. Angle 2, notice it is supplementary with angle 1. So if this is 33, see, this is a straight line, so we take 180, the straight line, subtract 33 to get the other angle, which would be 147. All right? Number 5, it says, suppose that the measure of angle 2 equals 18n minus 9. The measure of angle 4 equals 6n minus 3. Find the measure of angle 3. So I think we're supposed to forget about the previous numbers that we calculated and start fresh. So, okay, let's do that. Let's start fresh. Let me give myself some space here. Starting fresh, okay, 2 is 18n minus 9. Okay, and 4 is 6n minus 3. 2 is congruent to 6 because they're corresponding. 6 and 4 add up to 180 because they form a straight line. They're supplementary. And so that means if I add these two things together, I should get 180 because they're supplementary. So that means that if you combine these like terms here, 18n plus 6n, that's 24n. Then we have a minus 9 and a minus 3. Combined, that's minus 12. Right there you have it. So now let's solve that out. You get 24n equals 192. Divide by 24 on both sides. 192 divided by 24. Boy, is that 6? Is that 6? No, it wouldn't be 6. I better, you know what, I hate to feel like I'm cheating, but I'm gonna do it. I should be able to do that in my head. It's 8. I'm embarrassed. Oh, that's actually not the answer though. That's just what n equals. Sorry, that's not the answer. To find the answer, we need to plug that in. 3 is a vertical angle to 6. See that? And so we need to plug it into, well, 6 is congruent to 2 because they're corresponding. And so 2 is equal to 3. So this is where I need to plug it in, right there, that one, because that's 2. So we're going to do 18 times 8 minus 9. 18 times 8. Oh, I'm going to cheat again. I should know this one, though, too. 144 minus 9 would be 135. And there you have it. Okay, number 10, it says, Sally's mom asked her to cut a pie into 45-degree pieces. If she follows her mom's instructions, into how many pieces will she cut the pie? Well, an entire pie is 360 degrees. So we're just going to take 360 divided by 45, which equals 8. 8 pieces. Number 11, two sides of a triangle have lengths of 91 and 205. How long can the third side be? Well, remember, this is from lesson 1-7. To find the lower bound, you subtract the numbers. To find the upper bound, you add the numbers. So subtracting this, we would get 114. Yeah. And the upper bound, adding them, you get 296. Here's your answer. I'm going to write it there. I guess it goes on the line, but I read it there. If you don't mind. Number 16. Which term is misplaced in the hierarchy at the right? Insert it into the correct position. Okay. Well, all these are figures, so they should all be below figure. Norton, what are you doing here? Get out of my face, Norton. Okay, sorry. Okay, triangles and pentagons are polygons, so that's good. And then isosceles triangles and equilateral triangles are both triangles. Now, this one is tricky because technically an isosceles triangle, at least 2 sides are equal in an isosceles triangle. Well, equilateral triangles have all the sides equal, so it does have 2 sides equal. So actually, this was a kind of a tricky one. That should go down here. Okay, so equilateral triangle should go down there. I did not give you any space to write that. I apologize. Equilateral triangle. Good thing the next one doesn't take long to answer. It says if, this is hard to read because remember this symbol means if and then. So if you read this the right way, it will be like this. If R then S is a true conditional, then if S then R must also be true. Is that true or false? That of course is false. We know that the converse, this is the converse of this, the converse's truth value has nothing to do with the original statement's truth value. So that is absolutely false. Okay, when you switch the antecedent and consequent around, you have to completely reevaluate the truth or the truth or the falsity of the statement, I guess. All right, we're on 23 now. It says use the figure at the right to name the following: a pair of vertical angles. Vertical angles are right across from each other. So like these two right here would be vertical. They're right across from each other. So angle DOE and angle BOA are vertical angles. It's an and. This is a right angle. Well, look, there's a square right there, so that's a right angle. Angle COB. An acute angle. Ooh, this appears to be acute. We'll name that one angle DOE. And those are not the only answers you could have for those. There's more than one right angle there. There's more than one acute angle. Okay, I'm just giving you an example of some answers that you could have. Acute, of course, means less than 90. And a right angle means a 90-degree angle. 24. Angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary angles. If the measure of angle 1 equals 78, then find the measure of angle 2. Complementary, recall, that means they add up to 90. And so, if one angle is 78, the other angle must be 12, because 12 plus 78 equals 90. Now we're on 25. It says angle JKL and angle KLM are supplementary angles. Find the measure of angle JKL and the measure of angle KLM if the measure of angle JKL equals 3x plus 12 and the measure of angle KLM equals 2x minus 7. They're supplementary. That means they add up to 180. So take 3x plus 12 plus 2x minus 7. That equals 180. Combine like terms, you get 5x plus 5 equals 180. Subtract 5 from both sides. You're going to get 5x equals 175. Divide by 5 on both sides. X equals 30. Is it 5? Is it 5? I think it is 5. 35, right? Yeah. It'd be 3. Yeah, that'd be 35. But that's actually not what they wanted. They wants the measures of the angles. So we need to take that 35 and actually plug it back in. So that means I'm going to take, I'm just going to use this one right here, 2x minus 7. So we're going to do 2 times 35 minus 7. That's 70 minus 7, which equals 63. So one angle is 63. That's one of the answers. Now to get the other answer, you could either plug 35 into the other expression, or you could remember what supplementary means. Supplementary means they add up to 180. So just take 180 minus 63, and guess what? You're going to get 117, your other answer. That brings us to our very last problem, thank goodness. It says, through how many degrees does the minute hand of a clock turn in 5 hours? Well, the minute hand goes around once every hour. So they're basically asking, how many degrees does it turn if it goes around 5 times? Okay, so 360, 720, 1080, goodness gracious, I actually don't know. We better actually use a calculator here, I suppose. So we're going to do 360 times 5. That's 1,800 degrees, 1,800 degrees. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. You get to look at my ceiling. Oh, no, you don't. You actually don't get to look at my ceiling today, I guess. Oh, there's my ceiling. Okay, have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video.